people could have life. On a wooden ship, on a wooden boat, with slaves no less. You're going to have fire. Let me tell you. The last thing you want to have is fire in the compartment where you have slaves on a wooden boat. Fire's the last thing you want to have. That's today. Y'all know, even today in the Navy. Who said they're in the Navy? Been in the Navy? You did. That is like danger. That is the supreme, other than being on a nuclear ship. Let's say it's not talking about a nuclear ship. Fire is absolutely the most dangerous thing, even on ships and boats today. Fire is by far the most dangerous thing. Why? It's not just because of the flames. Why? Because of the smoke. The flames too, but I'm just saying. They can put the flames down and still all their slaves are going to die from smoke inhalation. Because I'm supposing that they don't have portals that they can open. All right. Bodily fluid. There you go. Menstrual blood. I know that one. Let's suppose, I don't know, did they not have women crossing on these boats? Oh, they had a lot of women, didn't they? They were of age too, weren't they? Yeah. So you know they were bleeding, don't you? Every month, don't you? I don't need to go any further with that. Let's say there's blood from other reasons. You know, from the shackles just being on you, you had blood. It burns you yourself. Absolutely. And insect bites, and rodent bites, and people bites. Yeah. Urine. Can you imagine the smell of urine on a piece of wood? Feces, the smell. Y'all know that feces is toxic. You know that when a child an infant is born, and they get the tiniest bit of it in their mouth, huh? They can die. They'll die. They'll die. They turn yellow. Their eyes turn yellow. Right? And they jaundice and they will die. And it's toxic. The sweat, the vomit, the saliva. They were certainly not in dry conditions below deck on this boat. An upper berth. No, you're still wet. You guys not as wet. Because you're sweating, first of all. You're bleeding. You still have saliva. Okay? And you probably have vomit because you're talking about traveling over these kinds of waves and everything, so how are you going to be able to keep your food down for 4 months, shackled, and you're laying down? Have you ever tried to swallow hanging upside down from a monkey bar? I just want to know, have you ever tried to eat laying down? Have you ever tried to drink laying down? So when I say lack of cleanliness, that's an understatement. My question is, you know, let's go back here to our handy pictures. And even on Amistad, since you referenced that movie, they showed them bringing the slaves above deck and rinsing them off with salt water. With salt water, they're rinsing the people off. Now, they didn't show us how they were clean. Now, they rinsed them off fine. Then they send them back below deck where all this filth is. And disease-ridden blood, urine, vomit, everything else. And they also sweat what's the... You know, y'all y'all anywhere, y'all just walk on, don't give them a fight. All right? So they clean them off, and then they take them back below deck to the filth. They took them out of... Wait a minute. Something's wrong with this picture. They never showed and have never discussed cleaning out this area below deck. How could they? Just tell me. Wait a minute. This is your boat. And you're in the business of 7 slaves. And it's dependent upon you getting as many of these 300 people across the water as possible. This is your job. This is your livelihood. You must do this. How are you going to keep those people alive? This is your challenge. Keep them alive and healthy. And in good spirits, no less. Because wait a minute, when we get to the other side, we got to talk about that later. Okay? So, the beating. I just said earlier, you don't want to beat the slaves if you want them to come across well, and we're going to talk about that a little more. The crew. Here we go. Over here in Europe, we've often been told the majority of the people were illiterate. Now, all of a sudden, you got these supermen. They've been trained to the hilt by the experts in navigation and seamanship.